All right, now we're live. So we have Berg, who is a Drake Warden Ranger, and we also have Leviathan, who just got returned to her original body and is kind of in this weird state where it is currently still a druid, but she is at least now a Aasimar and has currently being swarmed by Kuatoa that are worshiping her and treating her as a goddess, and she is immediately feeling the sensation of divine energy flowing from within her. And hi, Cragrim. So as you see over the horizon, there are Kuatoa just swarming. I don't use Foundry just because I'm more familiar with Roll20. Thanks. And thank you, Salvador, for letting me know this audio is sounding good. So the over the horizon Kuatoa are just swarming the adventurers in, and you feel this divine power start to surge within you more and more. As that happens, you start to see that the sky starts to get this weird aura around it and everything starts to glow. You can feel yourself being uplifted into the essence of divinity itself, as Kuatoa have the ability to turn you into a god. As that happens, I need you to roll one. Let's see, how many is this? Let's say roll a d40 3 times. Got 10, 18, 34. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's an interesting one. 1, 2, 3, 4.
To higher the number because I would have. Because I technically have DM inspiration from maybe guessing Goblin Slayer.
And let's see, 34. Yeah, we're going to go with this one. All right. As hello, darkness, and hello, Blue Sen. And yes, Blue Sen, you came just at the right time as divine energy is flowing into her. So you feel yourself being lifted into the sake of godliness. And Berg, as that's happening, you feel just the aura of divinity and celestial power washing over you as well, igniting the idea that you are, in fact, an Aasimar. Darkness, what's happening is our player Leviathan is suddenly being worshipped by a bunch of Kuatoa, and Kuatoa have this weird ability where they believe in something so strongly that they can create gods. And it's essentially turning a player into a god at the moment. But because that's happening, all of a sudden you hear these loud booms, boom, boom, as 3 gods descend upon the Adventurers Hall. And you can both make religion checks to see if you know who they are.
Okay, I'm very inwardly probably freaking out, but
I'm very good at religion.
Ooh.
Hey.
I'm
We both have
inwardly
negative
probably
ones.
Yeah, I'm probably inwardly freaking out, but I'm just like, I look very casual and I'm just sipping some alcohol.
Yeah, you immediately know that there is a neutral god and 2 evil gods that descend. As Talona, the goddess of disease and poison and death, comes down.
Pretty accurate.
Malar,
Especially for Leviathan.
yeah, Malar, the god of the hunt, who is chaotic evil, but is a god of nature, comes down. And Gond, a neutral god, who is a god of the craft. They all come down, and you hear, Talona come up and say, "Who is messing with our pantheon?"
Nope, I didn't. The Vivan just says, "Nope, I'm not paid enough for this," and then I just walk back inside.
And as you walk back inside, the entire front wall of the Adventurers Hall explodes outward as you see these three divine creatures standing just outside, just staring at you with just daggers. And
Is time stopped or something? Because I just
time is not stopped.
so everyone's watching it.
Yeah, everyone is fully aware that, and like the majority of the people, other than you and Berg, are pretty much like kneeling and bowing, trying not to like look directly at these gods.
Actually, hold on. Let me check something really quickly. One action. I cast divination. I'm like, hey, what should I do?
As you cast
'Cause
divination,
I have been like, there's been a god talking to me. He also told me to eat people once. So
yeah. So as
Yeah.
as you cast divination, you feel this connection. Yeah, Blue Sun. I was very tempted to use Kratos here, but I did not for this one, for a very particular reason.
Kratos
He's
Kratos
giving
comes
him-
out with
Wait, am I gonna have to fight Kratos in the future?
Kratos with
maybe.
the steel chair.
So as
I'm-
as you try and connect to the divine, you cast channel or you what's the word, or what's the spell?
Divination.
You cast
Yeah, I just-
divination
Yeah, I
to
just
try
snap
and
my
get
fingers,
a
and I'm
message
just-
from the gods. And
They answer, don't they?
yeah, and Talona sees that this power is surging towards you and just says, "Give up your godhood or pay the price."
So no answer.
As you hear that, you hear an answer, and it seems to be connected, although you're not sure where it's connecting to, as you hear a voice that just says, "Resist."
Okay, this is either Asmodeus or a demon lord. Yeah, this is most definitely a demon lord or a archdevil. I've been playing too much Warhammer. Okay. How do I do this? Berg, help.
You
I have
look,
no idea what.
No, but I just look at them. Okay, you know Louise from Ant-Man?
Yeah.
I just start going like him. I'm like, okay, so basically, I spend like the next several minutes explaining everything, like, and then up to the point where I'm just like, and then I drank this magic juice from this like weird serial killer dude. His name's Jigsaw. I drank it, I turned into this, and now a bunch of fish people really seem to like me.
as you are
I take another sip of
explaining,
my alcohol.
yeah, as you're explaining, Talona just starts to like, you see her start to like twitch, and waves of poison and disease start spreading from her, and you see like commoners behind her start to like vomit uncontrollably.
Oh, cool! I can do that. I cast contagion. I cast contagion on like a random person next to me, and they just.
And then she looks over and she's just like, Are you planning on keeping this godhood? You're destroying our pantheon." And you hear that voice inside your head again, and it just says, "Resist."
I mean, it's not. What do you want me to do? Say, get rid of it.
It's
You
I
had
just told you I drank some magic juice. It's not like I can just extract it from my body. I'm not a freaking cleric.
and you do get
Wait,
the
that's not
sense
what
that
clerics do, actually.
you can give up your divinity to some extent and just say like, "I choose to give up my godhood," and all the divine power will wash out of you into somewhere else.
Yeah, but also
Or
the
you
person
can
that's,
hang on to it and see what happens.
Yeah, counterpoint. how do I explain this? The person specifically who's been divination has really, really helped me. Like, whenever I interact with a god, it's always gone shitty. Like, that I went to a place full of a bunch of people who worship gods, right? Twilight god or something. Bunch of vampires were there, and they killed my first ever friend. So, and his voice has been real helpful. So, I just, hold on. How do I explain this?
As you're trying to talk your way out of it, you see Gond, Malar, and Talona raise their hands up in the sky, and
I do the
power
dodge
starts
action.
to swarm.
I do the dodge action.
Wait, what starts to swarm?
Just
Like, I
pure radiant power.
Oh,
I prepare my action to do the dodge action, and then I just stare, and then I just take another sip of my alcohol.
Okay. So you're just kind of drinking, you get ready to bear it. And as the power is swirling above their heads and they begin to summon this divine energy, all of a sudden it's like it starts to shake and quiver and pull away from them. And it sucks into the sky and then slams into a crevice in the ground that suddenly opens up right in the middle of the adventurers hall. It's like the little fireplace suddenly like opens into a hole and it goes dark and deep and all of this energy disappears. And
Thanks, Satan.
yeah, as that happens,
I say that.
Okay, so you say thanks, Satan, and then this creature starts to rise from within. And he's like, I am no such thing. And it like, and this tentacles start to like come up and out as you hear this voice boom throughout the adventurer hall. It is no longer in your head. And it just says, I am unchained. And
Okay, what reference is this?
it is no reference to anything other than
Oh.
pure D&D lore. So it just booms in this echoing voice saying, I am unchained. And then these tentacles come out and it like spreads
is this the
open.
crawling king?
Darkness has it correct. It is Tharizdun, a great old one.
Oh.
He is known as the Chained God, but he has now absorbed the energy of these three gods and become unchained.
Well, there goes my plan to become a demon lord.
Well, he created in D&D lore, he created the abyss. So when you
Oh,
died
no,
the
yeah.
first time, your soul went to the abyss and he just kind of sent it back.
Nice.
So
Oh, so you're basically Satan.
yeah,
Okay.
pretty much.
I imagine you're just gonna call him Satan, though. Like Leviathan's doing that now.
And yes, Saft, you were correct in saying it was a great old one. He is a great old one. He seeks to destroy all for the most part, but he comes up, and as you see him coming up out of this pit in the middle of the adventurers hall, he shrinks down to a more humanoid size, but he is still like this massive swirling just abyss and darkness, and the energy reaches out and swallows the other gods. And you see him swell with power, and he looks over at you and he says, thank you. I have been chained for far too long. And you feel your own divine energy disappear from you, and the Kuatoa get wiped out and just get dissolved into dust. And he's like, I was waiting so long for a creature with such delusions of grandeur to come my way.
Oh well, fuck you.
And he just he's just like he it's like the warping darkness almost smirks in happiness to your insults, and He's just like, well, I should give you some gift as being my releaser of my captivity. And he gives you... I need you to roll a d4. You get 2. You get the feature Entropic Ward from the Warlock Great Old One subclass.
Hold on, let me look at that.
You get to magically ward yourself against attack and turn an enemy's failed strike into good luck for yourself. When a creature makes an attack roll against you, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on that roll. If the attack misses you, your next attack roll against the creature has advantage. If you make it before the end of your next turn.
Does that matter though? It just my AC kind of sucks. Sure.
Yep.
Right. All right. Thanks. See you later, Satan.
He's just like, oh, I will see you soon. And he...
Yeah, when I get a...
you see like this the bodies and dust swirl into him, and he goes back down into the abyss.
Wait, but he just got unchained. Why is he going back? All right. Good luck with whatever you're doing, Satan.
Yeah.
Did he just kill those 3 gods? Just wondering.
Yes, he completely obliterated them.
So it's just they knew I was talking to him. So are there 3 religions after me now?
There may be clerics who aren't a huge fan of you, as their entire church was now destroyed.
But that means they don't have power.
You don't have what?
That means they don't have power, though. Probably.
They may or may not have any power left. So we'll see how that works.
Oh. Yeah, I've already destroyed 3 religions. Nice.
Yeah, you have completely obliterated 3 religions.
All right, well, my reputation probably just got a lot worse, like in general, because a bunch of people were watching, right?
Yeah, a bunch of people saw this. It is
Technically,
no secret.
they were all evil gods, though, right?
One was neutral.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I'm honestly probably kind of famous at this point.
Yeah.
Like, I came in multiple times as different races, and I'm just, yeah. All right, well, let's, all right, well, I'm gonna go in, and then I'm gonna apologize to the bartender.
Okay.
But only him. Like, only him. Like, hey, sorry about that.
He looks over, and he seems to have been one of the few people that hasn't... And yes, darkness. Within the first 5 minutes of the session, 3 gods have died. Yeah, so the bartender seems to be one of the few people who didn't bow down, but he looks over and he's just like, it happens.
Yeah. Okay, I mean, he's a bartender. He's definitely seen some shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Is there damage control? Is there any like people that's just like currently dying from the plague or anything like that?
No, it seems
That
like the
needs,
second they were wiped out, the disease disappeared from the commoners.
Gotcha. So there's no one like on the verge of death or anything like that?
No.
Okay, good. I didn't accidentally cause any deaths.
And
all right, well, let's go on a quest.
yeah, so as the bartender looks over and he's like, I am not too thrilled about the wall of my inn, though, as there's like an entire gaping front entrance now.
Right.
Yeah, and then you see a man in a full suit of armor walk up and just says, that was impressive. I could probably use your help on a few things if you're up for it.
Yeah, sure, let's go.
Berg's just trying to process everything. What just happened?
I mean, honestly, it's the weirdest thing I've seen, but it's technically, I do have a close second with vampires murdering my only real friend and then me eating him and a vampire after drinking blood.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah.
All right, let me take Damn, why are there all WebP files? I need a PNG. There's a JPEG. Cool. All right. Let me go back. As you get to... I know you both know who this man is, but the audience might not. As the man in the suit looks like this. And he just...
Goblin Slayer.
Is the reason you didn't want Kratos to appear because you didn't want him to die?
Maybe.
He's gonna appear later then, that means.
So the man in the suit of armor just looks over and says, I need some help killing some goblins.
Why is there skeletons outside?
Because there's another
That's
member of
from
the
a
party.
previous
Yeah.
thing.
There's another
Okay.
member of the party
Alright,
who's
well,
a death
let's
cleric.
go kill some goblins.
He's like,
Goblins, like regular goblins?
he's just like, there's a lot of them.
Yeah, sure, why not? All right,
And-
let's go.
All right, he's just like, it's about a 2-day travel. I hope you don't mind.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
Yep. And so you guys head out. Is there anything you want to grab on your way?
Alcohol.
Alcohol. You grab alcohol, no problem.
Like imagine that Leviathan, the person who's changed races multiple times, comes back. Multiple gods talk to them. They then immediately die, and then she leaves for 2 days,
Yep.
4 days, because we're gonna be coming back.
Yeah. So you head on out, and the man in the suit of armor just his voice strangely echoes throughout his helmet, and he just talks about how he hates these stinking goblins that stole from him, and apparently he had a shipment of goods coming to the city, and it was ransacked by some goblins, and a very treasured set of goods that he had was particularly taken, and he wants to get it back.
All right. Well,
I have a very strong guess as to what this is, but it's completely metagaming. if it's what I think it is.
Yeah. So this. So
if it's correct, you get DM inspiration.
yeah, you
So-
you can DM me this, and I'll let you know if it's correct. But so
Just for the fun of it.
yeah. So this is going to be 2 different inspirations. One of them is already obvious. It is Goblin Slayer. But there is another thing to this quest that is currently a mystery. And no, it is not a shipment of flour.
I was thinking about the Beholder fight and how he requested for flour to be sent to him from his hometown while he was in the Watertown.
Wait, does he hate goblins actually?
So
Why does he? Or
No, like why does Goblin Slayer hate goblins? I've never seen it.
I'll DM you because I don't want to say it on chat.
Yeah, all right.
So you head out, and then you stop at this little farm that also kind of doubles as an inn, as it's the middle of nowhere. But the farmer does welcome plenty of people to stay with him. It's a very measly fee, and Goblin
Crap, I
Slayer
can't redeem.
himself is willing to cover the costs, and they kind of just hang out for the night. Nothing happens. Then you head on out the next day to a very small town, but it is like an actual established town. When you get to the town, you immediately get to the like river, and Goblin Slayer just says, they're gonna be underground. We need to make our way through the sewers.
All right.
And
Well, you seem like the expert. How would you go about?
And he's just like, we need to move slow, we need to move careful, and we need to make sure that we I need to clear remove all turns. And you are now on a black screen, but I need to reveal some areas. as you come here,
So are we going through the sewers or are they in the sewers?
they are in the sewers, or he is assuming they are in the sewers, and you are entering through like an outpouring reservoir of the sewers.
Well, do you want me to pass without trace, or do you want? Do you
I
want
can
to?
cast
But
it. I cast Pass Without Trace. Then we can sneak through.
I just need this. There we go.
Okay, well, we sneak through the area.
And as you start making your way, Goblin Slayer notices some things on the floor, and he starts to track them and says, if you look close, there are footprints. And you can see like the faintest outline of footprints. And yes, I was very tempted, Saf, to include priestess, elven archer, dwarf shaman, lizard priest, but this is going to tie into like something very, very different later, so I didn't want to get them too mixed in.
now, see, the biggest question is this OG Goblin Slayer or is this Grimjack Goblin Slayer?
We'll see.
He's not screaming right now, so I'm assuming it's OG Goblin Slayer. But
We'll run into
Kinda
like we'll run into like a bridge that
Where's
we got
Unc-
at some point.
where's Uncle when you need him?
So as you come around, you do see like there's a strange campfire set up, as if it was somehow used recently, and it's something that shouldn't belong in a sewer. And he peeks around the corner, but he doesn't see anyone.
I cast Pass Without Trace and then
Okay. Do you want to do a group stealth
all
check?
3 of us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Preferably.
sure.
And Goblin Slayer is wearing. Oh, as I bang my microphone, Goblin Slayer does.
That's
Oh wait, the
sleight
sleight of hand. My bad. Yeah. Okay. Maybe just
Goblins-
reroll.
Yeah,
Or-
Goblin Slayer is wearing medium armor, so he does
I
have it
also
at
cast-
disadvantage. But
29.
Could I also cast guidance on myself?
sure.
Actually, like just stack them.
Is pass without trace concentration?
Oh right,
Yeah.
just 17. Ignore the guidance.
It'll be 29 for me
Okay.
with pass without trace.
29, and Goblin Slayer only gets a 14 because he's kind of clunky in his armor at the moment. Or actually, this armor is not disadvantaged, but he still only gets a 14 because I rolled a 4 and a 3.
I
So,
would say if it's your build that you use for him, I think he has medium armor master.
yeah,
Of him.
he has medium armor master.
See, I watch videos. Haha.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's,
So as you begin to make your way around, you hear rushing water as there is a set of stairs that goes up to a couple doors and another outpouring. As you both
Just from looking where, my bad.
Oh, go ahead.
Just from where I'm looking at, do I see any of those familiar footprints over in this area by the campfire from without having to actually go over there?
Make a survival check.
Okay. You would think as a ranger I would be good at this. However, I am actually pretty good at it.
Cool. With a 17, you can see that there are faint footprints, and it seems like they were very rushed at getting out, and there's even like a small bit of food still left behind, and you know enough to know goblins wouldn't leave shit behind when it comes to food.
Can I
You
ascertain
think-
what direction they were going?
In the direction that you all are heading at the moment.
Okay.
so you think they knew we were coming?
Unless I got
Or-
spooked out.
Something else is down here then. Okay. Let's go up the stairs.
All right. So you go up the stairs. Are you just going to go right through the door, or what you doing?
Yep. Stealthily. But
All right.
I'll.
Is the door
but-
trapped?
Yeah.
Hey, do you want
Well,
to check
actually,
for traps?
Goblin Slayer's in front of us. So
Yes.
what does he do?
He starts checking for traps.
I'll assist him because this is probably better than mine.
Okay. You assist, and that definitely makes a huge difference as you see him find like a tripwire and he cuts it, and the door creaks open ever so slowly, and you see like and he peeks his head inside and looks up, and there are these like spikes above the door, and they seem to be covered with terrible, gross, icky stuff, as if they were to inflict you with disease and poison if they penetrated your skin.
It's goblin shit.
Yeah. It is quite literally that.
Oh.
It's goblin pee-pee. God, I love Grimjack so much, man.
So he starts coming on through, and you guys follow closely.
What's here on the right?
It appears to be like a more standard door, for maintenance and
Can
things like
I
that.
maybe check what's there for traps first?
Yep. Go ahead
I
and
miss
follow
being a
suit.
plasm.
make an
I miss
investigation.
being a. I miss being a plasmoid.
I did say I was going to assist you. If that.
Oh, okay. Then
Still got there or not?
Yeah, that.
Damn,
Yeah.
my assistant sucks.
So you don't manage to see any traps from what you can tell.
I open the doors and see inside.
You open the door and you see another door to the south.
Is that going up or down?
It goes down.
And there's no tracks that we're following that's going towards us way.
Not at the moment.
Are there any traps in either of the directions?
Not that you can see.
I check this door for traps.
Okay. Make another investigation check.
I shall
Assist
assist.
or- Yep. Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah, with a nat 20, you check and you're like, nope, there's no traps at all. You open the door
Oh.
and there is just like a runoff drain and then a
Wow, okay.
weird case of some kind.
I open it.
As you try and open it,
Wait, is it a mimic? Is it a mimic? Damn it. No, crap.
I
Mimic.
actually rolled to see if it was a mimic really quick, just for the hell of it. It was not a mimic.
Okay.
You do find
I've
a
used
bit of
2
a
my 3
treasure
nat
trove
20s.
of booze.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As this is definitely like a stash for
I don't have
people
anywhere
that
to
work in the
keep-
sewers.
I don't have anywhere to keep this. Can I just do I have like I grab it.
All right. I mean,
I
there's
take it
like
with me.
there's like 3 bottles, and they're fairly large ones, but like you can probably
Yeah.
strap 2 of them to your waist and hang on to the other one if you want.
Yeah, sure.
All right, you do that. It smells like fairly high proof alcohol,
Yeah.
and you see Goblin Slayer looks over and he's just like, "We could use that if you're willing to give it up."
Yeah, sure. I give him 1 bottle.
He takes the bottle, he sniffs it, and he's just like, "Perfect." And then he tears off a cloth and starts stuffing it into the bottle.
Oh.
And
Yeah. 'Cause-
Water, fire, poison, beer, and cheese.
yeah. Yeah, because I've noticed the alcohol I get is almost entirely free.
yeah.
So
So
Um,
he's very quickly, and he's like tipping it up and down a little bit to make sure that the cloth gets soaked. Actually, Saft, we saw turtles in this exact sewer in an old session. I'm reusing the map, but this
Really?
was one of the
Looks-
first one. Yeah, we're going a different path, but it
Oh.
was part of the same map, and
yeah,
this
it
is
looks
where
more
we.
to the right.
Yeah, we were.
What did
we
you guys do the last time you went down here?
last time
Sort of
you ran into Raphael and then helped save Michelangelo.
Michelangelo from Bebop and Rocksteady.
Yep.
What happened in the process? What did you do in the process to fuck this up? Probably.
You just cleared it of the foot so that way it could be taken over by goblins.
Wait,
Necromantic
it's actually
goblin.
the same sewer. Because wait, is this actually the same sewer? Because the turtles are probably busy fighting
Yeah, the turtles are
is a
busy
whirlpool.
fighting the mushroom or
Bowser.
fighting Bowser right now. Yeah,
Is that a whirlpool or is that just a pool?
it is a whirlpool.
What's in there?
It
Wait, is there
se-
just a random whirlpool or is it just?
it just seems to be like draining water deeper into the world.
That? Yeah, okay. I checked this door for traps.
All right, you check for traps. Go ahead and make an investigation.
I check for tracks. It said.
Tracks. All right, go ahead and make
Yeah.
a survival check.
Okay. I hate not having my second monitor currently. Survival. Ew.
Give a
Ew.
+9?
E.
Yeah,
High wisdom.
with that survival, as you're trying to check, you are looking around and you fall into the water. It smells terrible, and you start getting sucked into the whirlpool. I need you to make a swimming would be athletics check. Athletics check.
Could I cast control water? No, that's.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, you manage to swim and grab onto the edge before getting sucked into the whirlpool, and you can
okay.
pull yourself up.
Alrighty. Good thing I had proficiency in there solely because of I was banking on this build to be 15 plus later on. Just in case you try to throw me off my dragon.
Nice. All right. Does the door have traps?
There is no traps that you can see.
I open it carefully.
Okay. You open it and you just see more sewers.
More doors.
More sewers.
Oh. Oh boy. Okay. All right. Let's. Okay. We should find a way to navigate this better. Hold on.
I don't know why, but I want to ask him his name. No names. Not in this line of work.
I really wish druids weren't flock of familiars. Okay. I'm gonna. Yeah, let's just keep walking around.
Oh, yeah, where's he want to go? He
Actually,
knows
yeah,
where we're
Goblin
going.
Slayer, this is your quest. This is you're the goblin expert. Where do we go?
He bends down on a knee and starts checking around, and he sniffs the air, and he's even amongst the filth of being in a sewer, he can sense that it's this way.
He's extra good at tracking goblins.
He, of course, is. He's Goblin Slayer. That's what he does.
And he slays goblins.
I need you both to make an insight check.
I'm.
Is he
good
actually
at
3
that.
goblins in a suit?
Leviathan, you can tell that it seems like Goblin Slayer is like kind of staring at. He's observing you both a lot more than you would expect.
Can I? Hold on.
Can
I
I
got
tell
something.
that to Berg? Without Goblin Slayer knowing? Wait, okay, no, hold on, let me think. What would... No, I just assume it's because I just met 3 gods and they all died, so...
Okay.
Yeah.
And he still keeps making his way, and he starts saying, "The stench is getting strong. Be prepared."
So we're looking for goblins, correct?
You are, and
Can I
more
use-
so looking for his stash of
Do you
stuff.
have locate creature?
Yeah, I from Primeval Awareness as an optional ranger feat, I can cast Locate Creature once a day.
Okay.
Wait, we could have used that earlier. Okay.
I didn't. I forgot that I had that.
Okay.
So can I cast Locate Creature for goblins,
Or
or is that too broad?
Unfortunately, it's not. For one, oh wait, I looked up primeval awareness, not locate creature. Locate creature.
As familiarity, you sense the direction of the creature's location as long as the creature. Okay, so this is a singular creature, I believe.
Yeah, you'd have to have like a particular
Okay.
one in mind that you know of, not just like a species.
Okay, my bad.
Okay, hold on. Let me check the rules for Commune of Nature.
I'm not 17th level. I can't use commune with nature yet.
Yeah, I can.
Oh, okay. So I
Yeah,
do
no,
not.
it wouldn't
use
help in this situation. All right, let's keep going.
All right.
What is beast sense?
So
It
he,
I've
lets
never
you
actually used
see-
it.
he
lets
peeks
you
around
see
the
into a
corner.
creature's eyes. Wait, is this a trap? Because he is observing us.
He is observing you.
Okay, I'm prepared in case this is a trap and he's getting ready to.
I really like Saft and Blue Sen's commentary because they're just like goblins and then like hunter's awareness and rangers on the case with druid in tow. It's just like great flavor text coming along. And so he peeks around and there's a door in front of you both.
He went first, so I'm guessing he just checks it for traps.
Can I see through his mask?
You can no. Make a perception check.
Why do you want to see through his mask?
I want to see if he's cute or not. God damn it!
As you try to like
I
peek
use
towards
the
his
help
mask,
action. Can I use the help action? I
as
distract Goblin Slayer as that's happening.
it's a little late. It already happened. You try and like lean in, and then he looks over at that exact moment, and your face smushes up against his like face mask, and he's just like,
Can he see his face like that? Though?
no, it is pitch black on the other side, other than like a faint red glow, but you can't see anything beyond the mask for some reason, and he gets the weird impression that you're trying to kiss him.
I mean, I didn't have.
And he looks over and he's just
true.
like, there's a time and place, and this isn't it.
I was just so intimate. down there, I'm sorry.
Druids don't learn modify memories, so I can't help you. Yeah, okay, let's keep going.
Shit.
Check the door for traps.
All right.
You got 2 nat 20s. I got 2 nat 1s. Let's do this.
Yeah, I have one more nat 20 left. Because
Am I gonna have to fill up my cup of well shit? That probably came out wrong. My cup,
Yeah.
which is from D&D Beyond, from D&D Builds, says well shit, and it's a natural one.
Yeah. Stuff always has to happen if you roll a nat one, or a
Yeah.
nat 20. So.
just
All right. So, and of course, screaming in the background.
what? Just a screen.
Just on my end.
All right.
So, as you make your way through, you start to check for traps. Who wants to check?
I'll assist
We
whoever.
both
I am.
dumped intelligence, so
All right.
Goblin
Yeah.
Slayer should check.
Goblin.
I'll assist
While
whoever.
we do the help action.
Yeah, Goblin Slayer checks, and he doesn't see any particular traps. He opens the door, and you see a skeleton on a table and a treasure hoard.
Heinz? No.
And a what?
We're
And
still stealthing, right?
Yeah, you are still stealthing, and you do
I
see
run
a
over
treasure
and I
hoard.
check the treasure. What is it?
As you check the treasure, you start sifting through, and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no. Okay, hold on. It's for me, Dex is just a flat D20, so okay.
You fail as a snare trap is set up and immediately binds your hands and feet, and it strings you up in the air. and you are held aloft all of a sudden. And I need you both to roll
there a way-
initiative.
Can I just break out?
We'll see what happens. Let me bring up.
Shit. I didn't click my character. My apologies.
That's okay. Bad.
I can manually add it in, can't I?
You
Wait, hold on. We're level 14.
you just gotta roll it again, and then I'll change it. It's fine.
Okay.
Ooh, Goblin Slayer did not roll great on his deck save, or on his thing.
Oh, come on. You could totally give me that.
I'll give you the 15, and
Yeah.
we'll put that in order.
15.2. Put some respect on my name.
Yeah, 15.2. All right. Let me get the.
I earned that point too.
All right. Let me start making some things.
So no somatic components for now.
We have 3
Yeah.
people with 8 intelligence in this.
Oh, wow.
in
Okay.
this thing. If
This is
hypothetically
not-
you're using his stat block, I mean his build. I thought that said 14 with the Nat 1 initiative. I got really worried.
Wait, what?
Oh god. And they just keep coming.
Oh,
God, I hate you so much.
I appreciate the bleeper. You are currently restrained right now, Leviathan, as hordes of goblins start pouring in, and the wall right here cracks open as goblins and goblins and goblins.
Goblins like 3 things: women,
That's not-
Osmar, and what they do to the Osmar women.
Come on. Oh, no. Oh, okay. New plan. What spell doesn't have somatic components? Hold on. Where are more of the goblins? Okay, they're all on the top right. God damn.
All right. So where is this one? Oh, this one is going to come through first, and he's going to get a good old stab attack at you. But let me
With
see.
advantage.
Yes, with advantage, because you are restrained. I also need to look up exactly what stat block I'm using, though, because that matters.
The goblin stat block, right?
Why would I use a simple goblin stat block? That seems
Because
way
it's
Thirty
too
of
challenge
them.
rating. Because it's challenge rating 1/4, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 of them. That's about us, right? 13, it's 1/4, so 10 of them is us, level 14.
Well, we need at least a CR 2 to 7,
Oh, no.
something like that.
Oh.
Which is a hobgoblin.
Oh.
Don't worry, I have Revivify. Well, you can also give them disadvantage if you wanted to.
Yeah, but they have
With your
advantage
action.
anyway. That's not gonna matter much.
Straight roll.
Yeah, then I could have advantage on my next attack roll, but I'm a druid who doesn't really use attack rolls, and considering what will be if this isn't going to be the only combat encounter, so I might want to save for elemental wild shape. 'cause I have some
It
clan
might
blade
be
out of
the
it.
only combat encounter. You don't know.
There's no way
Got a
13
point.
goblins is the only combat encounter, right?
Who said it's only
it-
13? It's 13 that got triggered by the trap.
Yeah, there's only 13
Oh,
right
boy.
now. All right, I'm gonna go.
It's just they're all in this tiny hallway, and I could probably tidal wave them all actually.
If they
Oh,
have,
if you get them all wet.
let's see.
I love how I can change my Draconic Essence at any point, but I just never do.
Yeah,
It's always lightning.
it's about
Yeah.
time I use this stat block. All right.
Oh no.
Uh,
Oh, you.
Oh, that's a be damned. What the fuck?
I like loose end is you
Oh,
got to suffer,
shaded
man.
hell.
Are you not entertained? All right. So the first one comes through, and we got multi attack, 2 attacks. Let's see. With a what's your AC?
16. It's always 16, and it always will be.
You dump your dex.
No, I just have barkskin thing. And yes,
Do you
it
not
is
get
double
to add your
dex.
dex to that?
No, you don't. It's just permanently 16. Unless I'm an Earth Elemental, then it's 17. Otherwise, it's always 16, and it always will be.
As
So
long as you
you
have a shield.
you take
Wait, no, can he have barkskin shield?
Shield doesn't stack with barkskin. It just makes it so
That's
it's
so
16.
yeah. Barkskin is
Yeah,
so
your AC
annoying.
becomes. It can't be lower than 16, but
Yeah.
then. I'll get
It-
dragon scale mail at some point. Wait, no, I can't because it doesn't work with my wild shape.
So you take 14 damage from the first goblin.
For what? 14?
Yeah, and then the next one comes in,
Okay.
slashing away, and gets another 14 damage against you. And then it's your
Oh,
turn.
God.
You can make a dexterity. You can either make a sleight of hand check or an
Is that an
athletics
action?
check. Yes, to try. It's
that an-
it's your action to try and break free.
Can I use my action to cast a spell that doesn't have somatic components?
You can if you want.
Because I'm tied up. I cast Whirlwind.
Okay, you cast whirlwind.
And then I just, I put it right where the goblins are, then I just send it down the hallway.
Okay. And Rock and Roll
they-
Rider, just for some context, in the first 5 minutes of the session, Leviathan accidentally killed 3 gods indirectly. And then
I didn't.
and then Goblin Slayer decided, hey, you guys seem like some people to pal up with, and they're going to try and help him find his treasure.
I destroyed 3 religions. Like, older clerics probably lost power. Just
Yeah. So go ahead and do, what is Whirlwind? I got to look that one up.
a whirlwind appears. It's 10-foot radius, 30 feet high. I just send it down. Since it's 10 feet, it can go down the whole way. You can use your action to move the whirlwind up to 30 feet in any direction along the ground. The whirlwind sucks up any medium or smaller objects that aren't secured to anything that aren't worn or carried by anyone. A creature must make a dexterity saving throw the first time on a turn that it enters the whirlwind, or that the whirlwind enters its space, including when the whirlwind first appears, 10d6. On a damage on a failed save for half as much in addition. Large or smaller creatures must succeed on a saving throw or become restrained within the whirlwind until the spell ends. When a creature starts its turn restrained by the whirlwind, the creature is pulled 5 feet higher inside it. Unless the creature is at the top, a restrained creature moves within the
Okay.
moves within the whirlwind. Yeah.
Yeah. So you go ahead and do that. You get 10 foot. It's 10-foot radius. Yeah. So that means it's 20
Yeah.
feet wide, which means you can hit
So-
all of the goblins in this area that you can see.
Yeah, it hits those 2, and then I send it down the hallway, and then they all have to roll dexterity saving throws.
Yep.
Oh,
We got. Oh,
sure. Druids, man. Okay.
We only have 2 failures so far, but they're all
God damn it.
take damage either way. So go ahead and roll your 10d6.
That sucks.
It's not terrible. You still did 29
Okay.
damage to a lot
Yeah.
of. That's a lot of damage to a lot of things.
Yeah. My 2 nat 20s took up all my luck, huh? Is it 'cause I killed the gods? Oh, whatever. All right. Well, that's my turn.
And then it's this one's turn, who is currently restrained in the whirlwind. And then it is one's turn that's up here.
Wait, if they get restrained in the whirlwind, do they get stuck there even when the whirlwind moves? Can I just like pick them all up one by one and then?
I don't know how it works. We'll figure it out. So this one pops up out of here, out of nowhere, and tries to shoot at Berg. Misses, and then on its second wind up, the bow snaps and it falls to the ground.
He pulled a me.
Not one.
As he crit failed.
Yeah, no, it seems to just pick them all up if they fail.
And yes, Blue Sun, you can cast while you're restrained as long as it doesn't have somatic components, and that's what Leviathan searched for. So, all right, now Berg, it is your turn.
Okay, so for action, I'll summon the dragon
Okay.
and place him 30 feet away, which is okay.
Does he have to roll initiative, or is that?
No, he goes right after me. Not lunar familiar. Stop. No, you put him in there. Okay. Wait, me
It's
again?
just another you.
Oh, Dad, I'm so dead.
Oh yeah, because you use you have another token for that.
Yep.
Okay. Bonus action I'll use to command him. In your opinion, where would a 30-foot cone be best utilized here?
Wait, my opinion or RJ's? Because
RJ's.
I mean, you can blast everything into this area at this point and basically hit everything except for the goblin that's right next to Leviathan.
So right here, I would be able to use lightning breath into this area.
Yep.
And possibly further down,
yes.
if there's any. Then yeah, I'll need a dexterity saving throw, my good man. DC 17, I believe. Yeah.
Wow, these are some. Ooh, yeah, got a critical. Got 2 crit successes, but the rest are freaking terrible. But I got a 3rd crit success. Cool. So we got 3 saves, and as the lightning breath lights up the area momentarily, you get the flash of a very enormous goblin just through the pathway.
Oh.
Gotcha. For
Wait,
those
is
who
that the
failed,
one-
28. It's a goblin champion. 14 for those who passed.
Okay. So
Is that the one stuck in the whirlwind?
And that's my turn.
2, 3, 4. So between the whirlwind and that, you see a few goblins drop.
Oh. Oh, okay, that's actually ones that failed the saving throw, I'm guessing.
Then
don't
you
believe
see
I have
these
an
other
extra
goblins get pushed out of the way as a big old goblin comes on through.
Oh, they get bigger every year. It's just-
Oh. Leviathan just screaming now.
I would find it
No,
hilarious
no,
that it's
no,
actually
no.
just an ogre, but we all think it's a fucking.
I am actually using the stat block of an ogre.
I thought magic like Fireball was used for more powerful creatures, like the unstoppable ogre.
As
I am an ogre, you wretch.
as it takes this massive maul and just smashes down. And
Reaction, it's not disadvantage, but it's regular because I'm restrained.
Oh, you just killed my nat 20. Damn it.
Okay.
That's probably good. It worked either way if you get hit.
Yeah.
Hey, you're the one that literally gave him the thing.
Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah. So yeah,
so-
you saved,
oh.
but you still get hit. You just don't get crit.
Okay.
So you take 15 damage,
Oh, I'm dying.
and then he swings again.
What?
He's got 2 attacks.
Ogres have 2 attacks in D&D?
An ogre
That's a
battering
goblin
ram does.
champion.
What is that?
An ogre battering ram is a large giant. It has a bash attack it can do twice, and it critted on the second one. So
Okay, but it missed the second one.
it missed. No, it hit.
Okay, he
it-
hits me again. Then.
Yeah, it hit again, and the second one is another crit. I crit twice in a row.
But he canceled one crit correct?
You canceled one crit, turning a lot of damage into medium amount of damage. So let's see
I have any
how much.
reaction I can use here.
Oh.
7, 11,
Oh.
14. Oh, wow, that is a really low crit. 18 damage as he bashes this just strung up person in the air.
Oh, you wonder.
And yes, I agree,
Hey.
Saft. Bugbears should be in Goblin Slayer.
Berg, can your dragon take care of this thing while nah, just keep blasting him with lightning breaths. Okay.
Then it's this one's turn who comes up and tries to slash at Berg.
Is it Berg the
Hers,
person,
I mean.
not the dragon? Yeah.
Yeah. It misses the first attack and hits the second for 14 slashing damage.
Okay. The armor class is 19 for the Drake. You said 14 slashing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and I need you to make 2 concentration checks for your whirlwind Leviathan.
Right.
So you just got to beat a 10.
Concentration. Oh, the second one fails. Oh.
I mean, they both passed.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right, because the second one did like 12. The first one did 15. So.
Yeah. And you just have to beat half of its damage, and none of them
Oh,
went past
okay.
10. So,
The minimum 10.
yeah. I like Blue said it attacks twice. What? That's legal? Yeah.
What is Goblin Slayer doing, dude? It's your
It's
name.
almost
Waiting.
it's
You
almost
haven't
his
killed a
turn.
single goblin.
Another one comes up and starts shooting. It shoots at Goblin Slayer, misses once, misses twice. And then this one comes up and it just has a ranged attack against the Drake and hits once for 14 damage.
Oh. That's a lot of damage.
And Goblin Slayer uses
Only has, like,
his
60.
turn to take his Molotov cocktail, light it on fire, and throw it into the whirlwind, turning it into a fire tornado.
Yeah. Okay.
I
that's
want a
right.
beer cheese.
That's
As
where my cheese. Okay.
all of these things are just completely torched immediately.
How much? Okay.
Um,
I'll
yeah.
send it to. Yeah. A whirlwind, I'm assuming. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Yeah, okay, I can make it. All right.
And then he comes charging around and takes out his sword and buckler. His buckler's already strapped to his arm. But all right, now it's Leviathan's turn.
I send a whirlwind. Hold on, 5, 10. Yeah, I send it to where this guy is. It's the same size as him, so it should be able to lift him up. Make the saving throw and then the dex save.
How much can it move?
30.
Oh yeah, so you just got to move around. But yeah, that's
Yeah.
no problem. You do swirl up a bunch of these bones and stuff in the process, but they're all
Yeah.
just adding to the bludgeoning damage at this point. And it starts trying to bash him, and he has to make a dex save, which he fails.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll.
So he's restrained, and he's now going to start slowly floating up before being thrown away.
Yeah, he takes 32 damage, which is a lot.
Damn.
All right. He is not looking great. It's almost like I should have picked stronger
also-
creatures.
Yeah, he's pulled 5 feet higher.
Yeah, he is.
Oh,
mean,
so
the
I've
thing
actually
about
taken a
being-
good chunk of damage.
Yeah.
Like, I need to heal after this.
He's just.
Well, the
kinda
thing
like
is, we don't know if
flailing.
this is all the goblins.
Hey, you don't know at the moment, but we'll see what happens as shit might get crazy. All right, so it's this one who already broke his bow, so he comes running around, and he can't really do anything because he doesn't have a ranged weapon anymore. So now it's
Can
Berg's
I
turn.
just prep?
I'll send 2 arrows at the I at the champion.
All right.
Actually, I'll be on crowd control. I'll take out the. I'll shoot one at the this guy.
Okay.
It's not really a crowd anymore.
Yeah, it's more just a singular.
13 piercing damage.
Yeah, you
for
do.
a 26 to hit.
Yeah, you definitely do the 13 piercing.
How's he looking?
Yeah, he is looking
Oh, that's max damage.
okay.
Nice.
It's his first damage he's taken so far, so
All right, I'll send a second one at him for
six.
18 to hit.
18 to hit will definitely hit, and you do 6 damage. That's pretty good.
And use the bonus action to command Eldrake to. Is there a way that I can grab Leviathan out of this trap and move him from safety, out of this goblin's reach?
You can probably try and get him out of the trap, but probably not move him at the same time.
I didn't know if I could use my movement with the Drake. In that case, can you? Okay, so he's a large creature, correct?
Yes.
Can you shove a large creature
Yes, I think it's at disadvantage.
as a medium creature? He's not that strong either.
But he is currently floating, and he's restrained. So
Actually, no. The Drake actually has some decent strength. Yeah. Can I try to do a shove attack and try to shove him into the water
yeah,
with the Drake, or should I bite him?
you can do a shove if you want. It's up to you.
Actually, hold on. Let me check some measurements here real quick. If I were to move the Drake here, 30-foot cone, would that be able to go
Yeah.
with that last goblin? Okay. I'll burn a 3rd level spell slot.
Yeah, it would hit everything but the goblin that's closer to you. So
Okay. I'll burn a 3rd level spell slot to use lightning breath again.
okay.
So that's dexterity 17. It's 8d6.
They both pass. Oh,
So
actually,
17.
the other one, I forgot he's at disadvantage, but he still passes, even though he's restrained. Yeah, so
17, I
they
believe.
both take half damage, so 17.
Yeah, 17.
And I need to add in that. And I appreciate Blue Sen for keeping track of, or Saft for keeping track of the amount of damage that was done, because then I didn't have to look it up. Okay. Yeah, so they both take 17 damage from just pure lightning, just roasting them. And Leviathan is still strung up in the air.
He'll be fine. He's been in worse positions.
Yeah.
And the one that's restrained is like flailing aimlessly, tries to. Him being restrained gives him disadvantage, and you being restrained gives him advantage. So therefore, it's a flat roll, and he manages to hit once, and just once.
Okay. How much damage?
14. Oh wait, looking at the wrong one. 15 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. All right. Good for me. Good enough.
We take those. We take those.
And
He's 5 feet in the air, so I could. Yeah.
you could do stuff. And then
I know what to do.
It's the goblin that's closer to Berg. He shoots at you twice and misses twice.
Stop it. That's not how you use a bow.
Goblin Slayer comes running up, and as he approaches the ogre, he has an ability, or as he approaches the giant goblin,
Wait,
rather.
he ended his turn in the whirlwind. Does that do damage to him?
Oh, yeah, I think it does. So
Does
go
the
ahead.
fire? Is the fire still going?
The first time it enters that turn, or no? Wait, does that damage him?
Just go ahead and roll damage again, see what happens.
Yeah, sure. Hold on. Oh wait, no, wrong
A
button.
restrained creature moves.
Goblin Slayer kick.
Yeah, it's going to take damage again. And it takes the full damage. And as these bones are swirling around, it just like bashes it in the head, and it falls over it, but it's still floating, and it gets flung into the whirlpool as it is dead and immediately sinks
Okay.
to the bottom.
So Goblin Slayer hasn't done crap technically.
He killed a bunch with the Molotov cocktail. It happened.
Oh,
That is
right.
true.
Yeah,
To
he
be
killed
fair, that was a
more.
combined effort of 3 people.
Yeah.
Right.
So
I
he-
then moved the whirlwinds to the goblin over. Hold on, wait.
What did GS do for his turn?
you
I
can move
moved
it.
the goblin here.
Yo,
I
hold
moved the
on.
whirlwind over to
I
the
accidentally
goblin.
skipped Goblin Slayer. He comes up and he slashes you down. He
All right,
catches you. So
thanks.
you are now free.
All right, I moved the whirlwinds over to the goblin that's for closest to me,
Okay.
and then he has to make the save.
He fails.
Nice. Good enough. It's below the average.
28, and he gets picked up, and he is currently restrained. And he has already taken 17 damage.
So he's dead.
Not quite
Probably.
yet.
Oh. Huh.
I'm using stat block for a good old classic owlbear.
Oh.
We're fighting owlbears?
Yeah, they are goblins, but they happen to have the stat block of an owlbear.
I can't turn into owl bears actually. Sadly.
Yeah, unfortunately, they're monstrosities.
Yeah, even though they did it in a movie.
Yeah, so he is restrained, and a
We also do
creature,
it in BG3.
Oh, what? Seriously?
creature must make a dex save on the first time on a turn that it enters. So does it have to make it immediately at the start of its turn again? That seems brutal.
Or at the end of it, maybe, because then he gets a chance to break out. Do they get the option to break out?
They do get the option to break out, but if they
Okay.
do, then they are hurled 3d6 times 10 feet away from it in a random direction.
Can I throw him into the whirlpool if he breaks out? I guess.
Let's see. A creature must make a dex
Does
save
he-
on the first time on a turn that it enters the whirlwind, or that the whirlwind enters its space. It sounds like it happens at the beginning of the turn, so I'm going to make a dex save. You get to deal damage again, and you kill it.
Okay.
And its body pings off the wall and falls into the whirlpool and dies. There's one goblin
right.
left, and he looks like he's ready to run. Berg, it is your turn.
Finish him.
This one's trying to leave.
It looks like he's about to.
Fun stuff. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Just to check some things before I do this.
Could you jump across?
Uh-huh. 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 What direction does he look like he's going?
He looks
Or
like
are
he's
you
about
trying
to
to
head
target?
right out the door he came from.
Okay. Yeah, no, 2 shots.
Okay.
Never mind. As soon as I find my character sheet, because I accidentally closed it.
Six will definitely hit.
There's a 30
Or
hit.
30 will hit, obviously. Yeah.
6 damage. Is he still up?
He is.
Does a natural 1 hit?
A natural one does
Third
not.
one of the session.
It goes very, very wide. But there's nothing bad that could really happen based off your position and everything. So, unfortunately,
Ricochets off the stone.
yeah, it just
It's Leviathan.
yeah, that would be the worst ricochet ever. It does not work that way. The goblin,
It goes into the whirlwind and flies back at the goblin.
yeah, the goblin starts taking off.
Oh, I still have my bonus action.
Oh, you do? Okay, go ahead and use your bonus.
Bonus action, command the Durgan to leap and fly over with his 40 feet of movement. Well, fly speed, actually. And I'm going to attempt to grapple it.
Okay,
Or should I bite it?
it is up to you. I mean, you get an opportunity attack if he runs away.
Evens. I'll kill it. I'll grapple it.
All right, you grapple it.
Athletics versus acrobatics or athletics. Correct?
I rolled my third nat 20 of the session as it breaks free.
Oh, let's see.
It will. Oh, it's nat 20 versus nat 20.
Get fucked. I'm sorry.
Reroll to maybe just do a tiebreaker.
Actually, I don't know what his dexterity is. What was his dex?
Or I mean, I'm using owlbear stats, so it's not super fair.
So is it just 20 free? And
It's like
20?
a 25.
Oh.
I mean, if you want to go with the actual stats, then I'm down for him to go.
No,
I'll
we
take the opportunity
let's
to.
do a re-roll because if it's nat 20 versus nat 20, I got
Actually, my apologies. I was wrong. I get an extra D6 on that first attack that hit because my
Oh.
dragon was 30 feet in
yeah.
front of. I am 30 feet from me.
Yeah, it's looking super
So
rough.
5
Then.
lightning.
Oh.
It is barely standing.
Damn.
So do you want
do you say you want to
do the
reroll?
bite? Do you want to do the bite attack instead since you just remembered?
Okay, so what's my options? I can.
You can bite, or we can re-roll the grapple check.
I'll just bite.
All right, do the bite.
I'll think about it. Watch this be another nat 1. Okay, bite.
Yep, that's gonna hit.
5 plus.
It is still
know.
barely standing as it tries to run away. Go ahead and
One
make.
lightning. One lightning.
It is still barely
Opportunity
standing.
attack.
Go ahead and make your opportunity
Opportunity.
attack.
He's still. God,
Yeah,
this is so brutal.
You
Or
hit
he did.
as it tries to run away. Berg just snatches his leg and chomps down and throws him into the water, and he sucks into the whirlpool and dies.
Reaction. I used it to pump up my damage.
He's dead.
We're just
He
gonna
was
say
that
it's,
reaction.
it's
All right,
okay.
well,
It's
who
okay,
here
he's
took
dead.
damage?
Yeah.
Who took damage? I should heal us.
You.
You.
I'll slap the second level
I
healing
can-
spirit around him.
All right, sure. How
It's
much
just-
healing is that?
Let me look at the spell because it's
Like,
so fucking
'cause,
weird.
You know, your dragon also took damage, so.
He'll be. I can. You can split the healing around.
All right.
With healing spirit, it is. I'll just post it.
And you see Goblin
so-
Slayer immediately starts sifting through the treasure, and he's just like, finally, I've been waiting
is
for
it?
this stuff. And he's got his back turned to you, but he takes off his helmet, and you see just like very generic looking brown hair. And then you see him very quickly suiting up another suit of armor.
Oh, which means we get his old armor.
You do get his old armor.
Magic item. I'm
It-
gonna.
It is plus
My
2.
God.
It is plus 2 half plate that does not get disadvantage against stealth.
Berg, you want this or?
It's a plus 2 half plate.
Yeah, as in
That
like
doesn't get-
medium armor. So it's the strongest medium armor with a plus 2 on it, and it doesn't get disadvantage to stealth.
So it's.
it's 17 plus 2
AC. Yeah, it'd be.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'd be better for me, or better
nice.
than my current armor.
As he suits up in his new armor.
Why was he so perceptive of us, though?
Yeah, you also. I want you both to make insight checks again.
Yeah.
You get 10 HP Leviathan.
Okay, thanks.
I rolled 1, 2,
Right.
3 ones on my healing.
Can I cast guidance at that point then? Like still? 'Cause I'm not
No, because
concentrating
this
on
was just
forward.
like randomly throughout the battle, the insight.
All right.
Yeah.
God
No.
damn it!
Yeah, Berg, you have no idea what's going on. But Leviathan, you get the sense that like he was sort of assessing your capabilities.
Oh.
And
Didn't he see 3 gods show up and then another god was like, hey, I'm gonna bless you?
yeah, but it just seemed like he was almost testing you to an extent.
Okay.
As he puts on his other suit of armor, it is magnificent and it is full plate.
Oh.
And his voice suddenly sounds less muffled, and he's just like, that feels much better. It's like, I have been. This is a very fine, treasured piece of my equipment. I did not want to lose it. So thank you for helping me retrieve it. I appreciate your assistance.
Huh.
And he looks over and just says,
Nice.
shall we go?
Yeah, let's
Oh,
go.
there's like a treasure hoard right here currently, isn't there?
Yeah, and he puts these like two very
what's
large
else here?
swords on his back, and just drapes a cloak over it, and he's just like, "You
You
have
said
whatever
two
you
large
like."
swords?
Yes, two very
What's
large.
in there?
There is
So it's
a
not
crap ton of random supplies, but a large pile of gold as well.
How much?
We're gonna find out right now.
You said his description.
Mm-hmm.
Random, I mean, just generic brown hair or black hair.
Yep. Right, like
he has-
generic brown hair.
Whenever did we see his face when he was changing
You
helmets?
did not see his face. He had his back to you the
Shit.
entire time. And he seemed to change into full plate armor, like it was almost like the armor itself just like warped over him as if it's magical armor and he could suit up quickly.
Kind of like
Wait,
Iron
so
Man.
what
kinda
what
thing.
else was this apart from Goblin Slayer?
I'm trying to think because this is not I don't think this is Goblin Slayer, out of character. I don't think this is Goblin Slayer.
I mean, you haven't even asked his
Okay.
name yet,
Yeah, let's go.
but you get an extra. You find around a mixture of 200 gold each in that pile.
All right.
And this is on top of your normal fee.
Ooh, 300. No, 350.
Yep, you each get 350 gold. Saft, he is going to have some sort of secret identity, which may or may not be revealed.
Actually, never mind.
Okay. So as you've cleared out the goblin den, you've received the goods. As you wind up leaving, you head back the way you came, and it seems fairly quiet. He's just kind of chilling, and there's not a whole lot going on.
So what do you think's been happening in town? Because I sort of, I probably caused like a bunch of stuff, and then I just kind of dipped for 2 days.
And he's just like, well, you haven't gotten back to town yet. So you stop back at that farm, and you have to spend the night. I want you both to make...
Oh, we're at a farm.
Yeah. What's everybody's passive perception?
20.
19.
19 and 24?
Yes.
Okay.
24?
I'm a fucking ranger, brother.
Yeah. Thank you, Ethan, for subbing. So both of you make a constitution saving throw. If it is lower than your passive perception, you wake up in the middle of the night.
Oh.
So, Leviathan, you rest peacefully. But Berg, you hear something outside in the middle of the night as you see what you knew to be Goblin Slayer in this new suit of armor talking to a woman outside. You
What does
can't
she look
hear
like?
him with the window closed at the moment, but if you want to open the window, you can. If you want to try to do try to do so quietly.
You could wake me
Does
up and then I could
the
launch
window?
you.
I mean, if it's just me, just eavesdropping, then nah. Does the window seem like it's trapped at all? Because
No, I mean it's just like a random farmhouse.
Oh, just-
yeah.
okay, I'll attempt to quietly open it.
All right, make a stealth check.
Also, do I see the woman? Like what she looks like?
Yeah, she seems to have like light blonde hair. You open the window without disturbing them at all, and the
Does she have a
woman,
staff?
she does not have a staff. She seems to have two very long daggers. And she's just like, I'm sorry this came to this, but you know, a job's a job. And then she like tries to run at Goblin Slayer, and he just catches her in a bear hug. And she decides to take these two daggers, and you see them stab into Goblin Slayer's eye sockets.
Oh,
And he looks up and he's just like, that's unfortunate. And he begins to squeeze. And you hear just this, like, this blurp and just things just start to come out of her. And she's kind of like clawing at him. And then you see his armor just suddenly disappear. And Blue Sen, you got it. As what was
oh,
Goblin Slayer is now this man in dark robes that appears to have a skull for a face.
Oh.
I never watched Overlord. I wouldn't have gotten it. Fuck.
Oh.
And you just
Shit.
see him continue to squeeze, and the woman just continues to claw, and he's just like, your resistance is amusing. And you just hear one final crack, and the body falls to the ground. And then you see him just snap his fingers, and like an opening happens in the ground, and it's like a portal sucks up her body, and then his suit of armor reappears. And he just proceeds to walk back towards the farmhouse.
Run.
Uh-huh. 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 So the question is, do we act like nothing happened? And do I have that armor on currently?
You are in whatever you were sleeping in.
I meant, whatever.
So, yes.
Because we would have had time to put that armor on from the time that we left the sewer.
Oh,
The
yeah.
+2 plate.
Yeah. I mean, you have it, but you just woke up from sleeping. So, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I would assume that I wouldn't be sleeping in armor.
Yeah.
So I'll feign sleeping
Okay.
and just try to just keep an ear out without rousing suspicion.
All right. And yes, Saft, I kind of had to fold it in because we moved very quickly from one story to the next in this. So I wanted to include him before my characters hit level 20 because I have a very ridiculous level 20 session planned. But as you pretend to be sleeping, you hear heavy footsteps come through the farmhouse. And it stops just outside of your door. Make a Constitution saving throw. Or Wisdom save. It's up to you.
Ooh. The inspiration from guessing Goblin Slayer to reroll that.
Okay.
Fuck. Shit.
You hear a voice outside your door, and it just says, you know, I can hear your heartbeat. As you can feel your chest is like racing ever so slightly, and the door slowly creaks open. And he looks, and you feel this presence hovering over you in bed. I need you to make a deception check.
Oh god.
If
'cause
you're
I'm so
planning
good at
on
these.
if you're planning on trying to keep up the ruse, you need to make a deception check.
No, he's already got me on this. I won't be confrontational unless he moves the act. But as far as I know of, that was just his own business, and I was just an eavesdropper. Fuck.
So are you just sitting up in bed and looking this man in a suit of armor straight in the eyes, so to speak?
More or less.
All right.
Just to see what he wants to. Just to see what he wants.
So you sit up in bed, and this man is towering over you, and he says, "I know you saw something, but what did you see?"
Can I get an insight check to see what he wants me to say? Because it's like, oh, I didn't see shit, kind of thing, or is it I want to be honest with them and like just not give a shit about what I saw?
Make an insight check.
Like, does he want me to forget what I saw?
With that insight, you can tell that he would value both secrecy and the truth.
This has nothing. I mean, I'll just say it's like your business is your business. That doesn't affect me as far as I know of.
He looks over and he says, "That is something I can appreciate." And you see him reach behind him. What are your stats?
In what regard?
Like just
all of them?
Just your like strength and dex.
12 strength, 20 dex, 14 con, 8 intelligence, 18 whiz, and 8 charisma.
Okay. So he looks and he's just like, something for the trouble of your secrecy, I guess. And he hands over an item.
Berg has been through the fucking ringer, was just witnessing some fucked up shit in the last 4 days. 5 days ago, I was a bug.
Let's see what he finds.
Wait, what?
Whenever we was fighting Jigsaw, I got turned into a bug creature thing.
Yeah, you got turned into a bug. You got turned into a bone claw.
A Thrycreen, I believe that's what it was. Tricreen or something.
And then, yeah, fried crane. Turned into a four-armed bug.
Gem properties. Each gem. That doesn't seem right. Torment state. I need something good. It's Lord Einzulgon, for God's sakes.
Vorpal sword.
May I make a suggestion? Questioningly.
Well, he looks at you, and he's seen how you fight in this past fight, and he only saw that you were using a bow.
Well, I know there's if you're looking at magical items for bows, there's like nothing good in like the thing. The only thing I can really think of is like a weapon of warning and just having a bow. But then again, that's kind of OP because anybody around me doesn't get as surprised. I think I get bonus on initiative and bullshit. I don't know. I trust your judgment either way.
Yeah, I'm trying to find.
You just get Conjure Volley for free.
Cast off armor for my dragon.
He looks over and
The Bow of Levitation. Is that
make a range. And he says, I have a few enemies that I could use some help with. And you can see that I'm capable, but I don't have the time. I would appreciate you to assist me if you are willing. And he holds out a very impressive bow.
May I inquire the direction of these, or would you like to have no questions asked kind of thing?
He's like, well, I appreciate it.
I'm not really in a position.
Yeah. He's like,
I'm not really in a position to barter.
Yeah, he's like, I appreciate the no questions asked idea, but simply put, I would like to make sure that nobody conquers this realm. So anybody that
But
may
that's what
do
I'm
so, I will say that they would be my enemies. And
We're gonna
therefore,
fight Thanos at some point, and then he's gonna help us or something.
you might
Like,
have somebody else.
because conquering could be a lot of things.
He's like, you may use
Um,
this bow
Kang.
against a great conqueror that is coming, or is that is rumored to be coming.
Skynet.
Yeah,
Skynet's
I
still
guess
coming,
you'll
actually.
agree because he has no reason not to, like, not trust this guy other than to see him get stabbed in the eye twice.
He's just like, much appreciated. This will come in handy against the man known as the Great Conqueror. And he hands you an oath bow.
An oath bow. When you're knocking around this
Oath
bow, it
bow?
whispers to Nova, swift defeat to my enemies. When you use this weapon to make a ranged attack, you can use a command phrase, say, swift death to you who have wronged me. The target of your attack becomes your sworn enemy until it dies or until dawn 7 days later. You can only have one such sworn enemy at a time. When your sworn enemy dies, you can choose a new one after the next dawn. When you make it a ranged attack, sworn enemy, you have advantage on the roll. In addition, your target gains no benefit from cover other than total cover, and you suffer no disadvantage due to long range. If this attack hits, your sworn enemy takes an extra 36 piercing. However, if your sworn enemy lives, you have disadvantage on attack rolls with all other weapons.
This is a very rare item.
Yes, it is.
Yes. You
Yeah.
can use a weapon that has ammunition property to make a ranged attack only if you have an ammunition to fire from the weapon. Each time you attack with a weapon, you can spend one piece of ammunition. In a quiver case or container that is part of the attack, at the end of the battle, you can recover half your expended ammunition by taking a minute to search the battlefield.
So
You use a weapon that has
basically,
the-
you can
Add
say
36
you
to
can
one
you
specific
can
person.
use the command phrase to command it to basically make this deal 3d6 damage against one target once per long rest, or one target per long rest, and that target will always take an extra 3d6 piercing damage.
But if I don't kill it, it drops off after a week, and I have disadvantage on everything else.
Yep.
Is that just with that weapon, or is that any weapon?
Yeah, the extra damage is just with that weapon.
No, the disadvantage.
The
part of it.
disadvantage is with all weapons.
Okay. Oh, on attack rolls with. Oh yeah, I see that now.
Yeah. So
Okay.
he's just like, I appreciate that you may have your own enemies and you can use it against them, but
My bad, Blue Sun.
this will be useful against the conqueror himself, which is the only thing I am requiring.
Well, you know where to find us, I suppose.
Says very well. And you see him snap his fingers and the suit of armor disappears, and he's like, no point in keeping up the facade at this, and he's like, no point in keeping up the facade anymore, at least with you. Says, I will be gone and on my way. And he slowly walks out, and you look out the window and you see a very large creature. It's this like strangely round, furry monster, and the man walks up next to it, puts his hand on it, and they both disappear in a quick beam of light.
Was the monster a minotaur-looking thing, or is this more Overlord stuff?
It's more Overlord stuff, so it's actually like a giant hamster with a lizard-like tail.
I was about to say, because you said giant furry thing that comes in to like be his mount, and I was thinking from Berserk. I thought it was whenever Griffith came back and Zod came down to pick him up after the whole fucking I forgot what arc that was, but yeah, whole thing.
Yep. So,
So I get a +2
Okay.
plate armor and a cool ass bow
yep.
for swearing fealty to this guy, essentially.
Yes.
Well, not swearing, but
I mean,
Telling him that would
you've
help him out.
only
Huh.
basically said you're not going
Okay.
to tell his secret, and that you will use that bow against the great conqueror.
now was that the only thing I could use it against, or
He
you
said
said
you
you
can use
would.
it against your own enemies as well, but
okay, gotcha. Well then, Berg attempts to sleep.
Okay.
Probably doesn't go too well.
Yeah, make
And
a
I'll
let's-
attune to the
make a
bow.
wisdom. Get your.
I'll attune to
nerves
the bow
calmed.
and then attempt to sleep.
All right.
Oh yeah, go.
Yeah, you
God,
don't really get much rest at all. The next day comes, and Leviathan, you wake up fully well rested, and you get to see Berg, and he looks a little haggard. He doesn't look very well rested at all.
What's up?
Uh,
The
it's
Great
just
Conqueror. Okay, no, I should be thinking. I didn't hear that part.
something in the night came by, and I ended up getting this bow.
Nice. Huh. Let's head back to town.
All right, so you head back to town,
Yeah.
and you do get.
Do I have to like roll anything for that?
Nope. I mean, unless you
No,
want
granted,
to
he
like.
didn't try to incite me.
Yeah, he didn't really try
I-
to like pry or anything. So
Yeah,
I didn't technically lie.
I Leviathan trust Berg enough.
yeah, so you make your way
A
back
lot
to
of
town.
weird shit's happened recently.
Yeah. But
I want you both to make insight checks as you get closer to town.
everything's just thrown in a, like, okay, that's my free nat 20s.
Okay.
Holy shit! I actually
this
did something
section.
good.
So
It's all right. Well,
you can tell that people seem to be on edge, especially the town guard, as they're kind of whispering a lot and talking about like an impending danger. But Leviathan, I'm like watching the
Now, was that half plate plus 2 or regular plate?
half plate. It's a half plate that ignores your disadvantage on stealth.
Okay.
And
Apologies.
so I'm reconnected. Oh, there we go. I reconnected. It like disconnected for a split second. No, people seem to be more worried about whatever this invading barbarian conqueror that seems to be like at least months away. But just the fact that he's remotely in their proximity, they're more worried about that than a great old one showing up.
oh, I cast divination. Hey, Satan. Should I be worried about this thing, or it's just a big barbarian dude? Like, I'm incredibly casual now.
So
I'm just like, yo, Satan, should I be worried about this thing? And yeah.
says, he has sent plenty of people my way.
Oh, well, that's concerning. How much money could I get before that? I need a ring of free wishes for my plan to become a demon lord.
The
Okay.
the only meta information I'm going to give you is that this invading barbarian is essentially the final boss of this campaign. You're not going up against him until you're level 20.
Oh, that's. He sent plenty of people. Is it Thanos? It's or some other big guy, like
The only thing I can
Conqueror.
think of, like world-ending conqueror. He's not really a conqueror, but definitely a berserker would be like Asura from Asura's Wrath.
Could it be?
But I don't think that really fits the MO unless you reflavor him a little bit.
Yeah. Just.
But that's speculation.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm not giving, I can't give any
Yeah.
more hints. Otherwise, it's going to get spoiled way too early because you guys are just now hitting level 15.
Yeah.
So that you need at
Is
least
there-
5 more sessions before you can face off against this conquering barbarian.
Yeah.
Is there anything I can do
I'm
with
still level
my?
14, right? Because
Yes, you were still level
You're
14
15, but
because
not
you have
3.
another
yeah, I'll be
session.
back. Yeah, I'll be back next week. So.
Yeah.
RJ, for the extra equipment that I have, my old longbow, my old leather, my old shield. If I were to try to resell that, what would it be like?
Just the standard stuff.
Okay,
All right. Well.
that's a pretty good payday for me then. Studded leather, a longbow, and a shield. Well, the shield's
Right.
not much, but
But also, as you get back to the Adventurers Hall, you get some additional information that there's a new quest up on the board to investigate a giant tomb that's arisen in the outskirts of the kingdom.
Indiana Jones.
No, it's it's a little more related to the I mean, literally, the character from Overlord has a guild hall called the Tomb of Nazarick.
Oh, okay.
So you already know what it is essentially, but you know it's
Overlord.
Yes.
Do I get the inspiration now?
No, you do not get the image.
All right. Well, so I guess.
So
I
what?
do still have the +3 whip.
You're gonna sell it?
It's technically, yeah. How much is it?
So you try and sell
Moon
it.
Touch +3.
So you bring your +3 Moon
Say,
Touched
people
whip.
also just